So, hey, I want to talk about something a little more serious, I guess. Although I'm going to tell you, I'm always hopeful. That's just the way it is. So, the Supreme Court made a shameful decision to gut the Voters' Writing Act of 1965. I, I just, I still I can't wrap my head around this. I just can't. So basically, what it says is that states cannot use race as a primary factor in redistricting to create additional majority minority districts. Hmm, that's kind of an interesting state of affairs. So I happened to listen to the Louisiana had people that spoke up for or for rights, for rights for racism, that kind of thing. um and the person that I looked at and I really wanted to see what was going on with him was a person, and he's an activist. His name is Marshawn Camise, Camese. So he's from Louisiana. Now, unfortunately, I could not find a lot of his information. I don't know what his birth certificate name is. I only know that his name is Marshawn Camise. I don't know what his birth date is. I only know that his name is Marshawn Camise. So I figured, okay, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at Marshawn Camise. So that's it on the top. So what that does is it does give me a snapshot of what he's about. So Marshawn, if you look at it, the Marshan adds to all the various numbers that when you reduce it, it's a 2911, which is a wonderful master number about creative spirituality. So this person, he's a problem solver. I'm very hopeful for him. Camise adds to, I want to say it's a 1910. I'm sorry. There you go. Camise adds to a 1910. So the only thing that we have to be concerned about with that 1910, and I wouldn't even say it's a concern, not in this situation, because we need all the fighters we can get. And that's the problem with the 19. It is a little bit on the karmic side. It's a karmic number that really means um, you've been in a position of power before. So in this situation, he could be in a position of power and possibly control, and because he also has a life path number, or I'm sorry, a destiny number. Marshawn Camise has a destiny number of 12-3. I don't know. I mean, so that tells me that he's a good communicator, which let me tell you what he talked about was, it stood out to me. It was like, wow, how powerful is this? So good communicator. He is a joyful person. You can tell in what he speaks about that he's adamant about it. He's a impassioned speaker. So let's keep our fingers crossed for him. I did see him again. I don't know if he's running for anything, but let's keep in mind Marshawn Camise, and hopefully we'll see what he has going forward. So the next person that I have on my list is Francesca Hong. So I found her as she's running for Wisconsin governor. So Francesca adds to a 32-5. And the five is a great number. It's a number that's about change. It's about freedom. It's about adventure. So she is willing to do what it takes to get to where she needs to be, sort of. That's good for all for the people in Wisconsin. Her Hong, the name Hong, let's see, let's go back here, adds up to 26. So Hong is a 26-8. So 2 plus 6 equals 8. Let's see if I can get that in that space. 26-8. So 26-8 is a good number in that it's basically, again, it's about power and control. So when we add that 8 and the 5 together, that is my only part of this that I'm concerned about. And I again, I'm trying to put it in the concept of the election. These are all progressive people. These are all people that are beyond the middle of Democrat. So they're not leftists, but they are not central or corporate Dems. I feel like that's an important piece to this. I don't know. Anyway, when you add the 8 plus the 5 together, it comes to a 13-4. Now, I did look up Francesca Hung to see if there was another birth name. I didn't find one. It doesn't mean that there isn't one, but for now, we know she goes by Francesca Hung, and that adds up to a 13-4. So it's the only karmic number I find in her name, which tells me that she just needs to work it out a little bit. And this might be her opportunity. She needs to work hard, and if she gets the governorship, even if she runs for election, she's going to have to work hard to get it. She just is. So we're going to know if she's working that 13-4 out, just by seeing what she does. So keep that name in mind, Francesca Hung. So I also did her birth date, which is 11/4, 1998. You know what? I'm going to hold this up in case you guys want to take a screenshot. Yeah, so Francesca Hong's birth date is 11/4/1988, and all the way across the numbers add up to 23. So the 2 plus 3 equals 5. Again, kind of goes along with her first name. But I think the beauty of this is that I see her as being a person that is primed for freedom, primed for change. That's amazing, really, when you think about it. I mean, that's what we need right now. That's what we need. So, at least that's my opinion. Anyway, the third one I had, we did a bit of a video on Hassan Piker. So the last time Hassan stood for somebody, he stood for Abdul El Sayed. Well, I thought, I'm going to check him out because he's a progressive candidate. I mean, kind of, I'm not sure if he's a socialist, so I'm not going to say that, but he's definitely a progressive candidate. So his full name comes to Abdul Rahman, Rahman. Mohammed, that's with one M, Mohamed, El Sayad. So all of those numbers, which I'm going to put up here, okay? So all of those numbers add across to a destiny number of 27/9. So he's got a 9 destiny number. I will say that I like the 9 because it's letting go of what doesn't serve you. It's knowing how to complete something. And let's face it, right now, we need something completed, right? So this man is also a doctor. He's running for Senate for Michigan, and I feel like we need to give him the time of day, if you have time to pay attention to what he says. and you're so inclined to participate in any way, feel free. Go right ahead. So yeah, so then his soul number is a 22 plus 0 equals 2. So he's a 2, which means he's a very relationship oriented person. Now, that makes sense. As a doctor, he needs to be relationship oriented, but also as a politician, you need to be you need to have a relationship with your constituents, with the people that you represent, or even at one-on-ones, because and the beauty of that is in the numbers that make up the two. So you could have an 11, um, yeah, but you have the two plus the zero, and that zero, I don't know if we talked about this, and I do plan on doing a video about this, but the zero is considered a cipher number and it boosts the number that's ahead of it. So it boosts the relationship orientation, which is kind of cool for um, politics, you know? I mean, it's really important. So anyway, I did do his maturity number. I was not able to make sure. I didn't do Francesca's because again, I wasn't positive that this was her accurate name. So being that that's the case, I didn't want to um, do something that wasn't accurate. So only the people, the candidates that I got a full name on and birth date, even though Francesca's birth date is in there. I'm not sure about her birth name. So Abdul has a maturity number. Let's see if I can find it over here of a 9. You see, it's that's amazing. So, and we've talked about this before. The way you get to a maturity number is by adding the destiny plus the life path. So let's take a look at his life path number. His life path number is here. It's 10/31/1984. It adds up to a 27, and the 2 plus 7 equals 9. Again, a 9. Letting go of what doesn't serve you. Humanitarian. The nines are representative of humanitarian. There are so many wonderful things about a 9. I feel like he knows how to end things. He knows how to complete things, and he also has a very good access to learning how to start new things, but he knows how to end things. That's important. Right now, that's important. So let's see. Oh, so let's talk about that maturity. So I added up the destiny number of the 9 and the life path number of the 9, and I got 18. So you can see here, the 8 plus the 1 equals 9. The 1 plus the 8. It doesn't matter. Again, a 9, an ending number, a number that is all about letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore. And luckily enough, this is where we are right now. In politics, we need to end what's happening right now. Again, that's my opinion, and I hope y'all are okay with that. But that's where what I wanted to give to you. So now there's just two more that I had for this video, and I can certainly do a few more. I did actually come up with a few more, but I couldn't fit them on this. So, um, then what is this? I don't know how to pronounce this, and I'm going to butcher his name. It's Sekat Chakra Barty. Yes. So he's running to replace Nancy Pelosi. Very interesting. I like that concept. He's a climate advocate. He's everything that we need in a representative. And this is in the state of California. So we won't get the opportunity to vote for him, but we can help out his campaign, whether we make phone calls for him or we write out postcards, or we donate, whatever can be done. If you're able to do it, feel free, do it. Um, so all of the numbers add across to, let's see, his destiny number is an 11 2. That's fascinating. And again, feel free to take a screenshot here. Did I get this on the screen okay? Okay. There's Justin. There's Sikat. Sikat. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering it. Anyway, his destiny number is a 9, which I find to be really, I'm sorry, did I mess that up? I said 11 too. Sorry, I was looking at Justin's. So his destiny number is a 9, another 9. And again, that goes along with what we were just talking about with Abdul, how the 9 is about ending what doesn't serve you. It makes him the right person. Look at what he would be doing to be ending um, the time period of Nancy Pelosi. N- Not that I am not happy with her. I think she was fine for what she was meant to do. But now it's time. It's time for these younger people, in my opinion, it's time for the younger people. So anyway, his destiny number is a 9. All of the vowel numbers. So vowels in his first name add up to an 11. That's a master number. And the vowels in his last name add up to a 3. So 11 plus 3 equals 14. Again, we're now when I add a master number, I typically add the master so I don't miss anything karmic. The reason why I would say we need to call him out on a few things. Um, what does that 14 5 mean? So it's a temptations karma. Does that mean he is what does that mean to him? What does that mean for him? We would have to find out that information. I feel like the 14 5 is a little bit more of an issue than the 13 4 is. Not to say any of them are, but they're personal karma. A person has to work them out. A 14 5 is a little bit different, and then it could affect the people that are in the race. We need to ask him about what he has going on. What are the temptations in his life? Does he have women in his life? Does he have uh I don't know. I mean, an addiction? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So, all of these things would have to be found out. Um, so I also did his pinnacles and challenges. Oh, we can see that I did his birth date. His birth date is 1/12/1986. If you see that. And it all adds up to a 28. And the 28 adds up to a 10. And the 1 plus 0 equals 1. Now keep in mind, this is good karma. So what that means is that in good karma, it means that it's a means for him to end the karma that's in his life now. That's very important. And keep in mind, we're also in a 2026 year, which 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10. And it's again a good karma um, number. And it's a number of being able to complete the karma that you have in your life if you're so willing, so to speak. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. And this is the other beauty of it. His maturity number is also that 10 1. I mean, it's a true 10. It's not even the 28 10. So we know that that is most definitely meant to be a good karma number. So not only does he have the good karma of the year that it is, the 2010, but he also has a good karma in his maturity number. So let's wish him a lot of luck and call him out about the temptations and see what he's planned to do about it is. So the last person that I saw on, well, and I shouldn't say this, the last person I have on the charts or on the yeah, charts is Justin Jamal Pearson. So he is a person that is in Tennessee and he is a representative there. I'm concerned about him because it's Tennessee. And I'm worried that they're going to try to get him out of that race, but I don't think that, or get him out of the seat. I don't think that's the end for Justin. I really do not. He is an excellent speaker. He's an excellent advocate. And he also he advocates very highly. He's an activist. Let's face it. That's a good place for him to be. Um, so let's take a look real quick and see his destiny number. The 3 plus the 10 plus the 7 add up to, oh gosh, 1 through 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, adds up to an 11. So the 11 too is a master number. So what that means for Justin is as a master number, again, we're talking about creative spirituality, spiritual creativity. So he's a creative person. Keep that in mind. That's really important to him. And I feel like we cannot count him out. We have to be positive for the people that are darker skinned than we are. That's all there is to it. Racism. Let me just tell you, I did the numbers just for racism because that's what I do. I sit around at nighttime and I think, I'm going to check that word out, calculate it. And it equals a 27.9. So 7 plus 2 equals 9. And again, this leads me to like the 9 tells me that this is an ending of karma. It's ending. It's letting go of what doesn't serve you. I've got some real chills over that one. We saw that number for Dr. El Sayed. We saw that number in oh my goodness, where did we see that? We saw it recently in somebody else's. I'm going to look this up, guys. So that's El Sayed. Oh, and in Saykat, we saw his destiny number is a 9. So that's important to think about. Yeah, it's very important to think about. So let's get back to Justin. His soul number, all the vowels in his name, Justin Jamal Pearson, add up to an 8. Really significant because the soul number is your heart's desire. So your heart's desire, his heart's desire is to be a person with some power so that he can get things done for the people that he loves. That's kind of what it comes down to. His maturity number is a 7. So, okay, before I go there, let's look at his birth date. His birth date is 1/7/1995, and that equals 32 when you add them all together, and the 3 plus the 2 equals 5. So the 5 is about freedom and change and adventure, and we love that for him. So we're looking at that 11 destiny number, the master number 11, and we're adding that to the 5, and we get a 7. So the 7 is his maturity number. At the very bottom there, on the far, I think it's the left-hand side, but I'm not sure. It's right here. So the maturity number adds to a 7. So the thing about the 7 is that he's going to be spending some time he's not there yet, but it's coming to him. He's going to research things. He's going to study. He's going to be a researcher. He's going to do all of this for the people in his constituency, which is important. So, real quick, let's take a look at his pinnacles and challenges. And then I didn't do say cat, so I'm going to finish those there. So, the pinnacle here, the first pinnacle is an 8, and the challenge is a 6. So that basically means that he's got some, he had, let's see, that's now, right? 5 minus, yes, 95, 25, 25. Yep, he's 20 years old, 21 years old. So the 8 and the 6 tells me that his challenge is family, love, marriage. Is he getting married? Is he thinking about it? He's got so much going on in his life. It may not be the right time. I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't have enough time to put, to spend with his family, those kind of things. I'm not sure. But I do know that the 8 is his pinnacle. So that means that he is a very powerful person. And that comes across when he speaks, man. He really does get to it. So the second one, and this is coming up for him, is a 4 and 1. So he's a hard worker. The 1 is significant of he needs to find, and again, he's a very young person. He's a very young person, but he needs to find a reason to be self-confident. He needs to find that. And that is something that is in his numbers. It's there in the challenge. So it tells me that he has to work on that. So going forward, he's going to have a 3 and a 5, a 3 pinnacle, a 5 challenge. It just means that the 5, he's going to struggle trying to find ways of developing freedom. Um, uh, of changing. And part of that reason is because he's got that 3 in the communication phase, man. He's brilliant and people enjoy listening to him. He's got a lot of really good things to say. Now, keep in mind, he's got another 5 going on here. Now, this is towards the end of his life, so we don't know if he's going to be in politics in that way, if forward facing. That could be just right now in these periods. So these 2 periods might be where he kicks back and he does another part of politics. Maybe. I'm just saying. Um, there's something else there for Justin. But let's keep an eye on him because I really feel like he's a progressive star and he's on the rise. So real quickly, we did the pinnacles and challenges. I did them also for Sekat. So the first one is a 4, and the first pinnacle is a 4, and the challenge is a 2. So that just means that he's got a little bit of a challenge when it comes to uh connecting with his constituency. So he's working hard to get that done because that 4 is right there. So that's important. I feel like this is where he is now, though, because he was born in 86. So where he is now, I love this. He's got a 9 pinnacle, which tells me that he's letting go of what hasn't served him. He's letting go of all the things that are not important and he's focusing on what's necessary. So the 3 is his challenge. So the challenge just means that he needs to find the right words to put forward and get things done. I believe he can do it. And I believe that part of that has something to do with figuring out where his temptations are. Let's take care of that. Let's take care of that. Beyond that, he's got a 4 and a 1, which again, that tells me that he's going to be working very hard, like he was here. Yes, he was here in the very first pinnacle and challenge. The challenge is the one. And again, this is about finding a way to be confident in himself. So it's important I really hope that he listens to this because it's important for him to learn to be confident. The last pinnacle, which is very interesting because it's the same as Justin, is the 7 and 5. Interesting, isn't it? That 7 is about research. It's about study. It's about um, mm, it's kind of an alone number, if you will. And it's not always alone. You prefer to be alone. That's the important part of it. The 5 means he struggles, he's struggling. Now, again, this is towards the end of his life. So he's not bringing the freedom, but he's passed that on, which is terrific. So is he figuring out a different way of working behind the scenes? Maybe he's doing something for somebody else who's running. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. So the last one that I wanted to talk to you about, and we did this. I'm just going to read this to you because I don't know. I don't have room. I'm sorry on my boards to work this out. And I did want to mention Graham Cunningham Plattner. I did find his birth date from his birth certificate, and I found his birth date as well, which is 9/1/1984. So the destiny number is what's interesting to me. It adds to a 13/4. So the 13/4 is again a karmic number, but it's about working hard and it's choosing to work hard for his constituency. I feel like that's where he's going. Now his soul number is the 6 plus the 2 plus the 4, and it adds up to a 12. The 1 plus 2 equals 3. So his heart's desire is to be a good communicator. In the situation that he's going for, the Senate, that's what's important. To be a good communicator, to get your constituents' ideas out there. That alone can make up the karma of the 13/4. So he'll be working hard. He'll be getting this information to out to the public, and in Congress so that he can get laws passed, that sort of thing. I did also see oh, I'm sorry, I did also add up his 9 plus 1 plus 1984, and the his life path is a 32/5. So the 3 plus 2 equals 5. Again, it's about freedom and change and adventure. And that's what he is about. Let's face it, this man has been through a lot in his life. So to think that he's going to stand up for the people that live in the state of Maine, yeah. And you can help out too. You can help by writing those postcards, calling those phone numbers, doing what you need to do to help Graham get elected, if that's how you feel. Now, his destiny number, which is the 4, if you add that to the 5, which is his life path, you get a 9, maturity number of 9. Oh my gosh. That just blows me away because that maturity number, that 9 seems to be so significant right now. It's letting go of what doesn't serve you. What about this government serves us right now? Not a darn thing. Okay, I'm sorry to be so blunt. I will work out Graham Plattner's numbers on another video, and I'll share with you the pinnacles and challenges. But I really just wanted to share where I am with that, and I wanted you all to have a great day. And thank you so much. And hey, if you think to like and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, if you could change the bell icon to all instead of personalized, there's a little drop down next to the bell icon. That all makes all the difference. it's exactly what we need for this channel to continue to grow. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Bye, everyone.